let's begin with the definition. Artificial intelligence can be, the word artificial intelligence can be divided into two parts, as all of you can see: artificial and intelligence. It is also known as machine intelligence. So you can understand that it is mostly intelligence that has been demonstrated by machines, right? We have taught these machines how to think. That is why it is not natural. In contrast, it is artificial. So, what is an artificial intelligence agent? Any device that recognizes its environment and then takes action to maximize its chance of successfully achieving any goal that is given to it is known as an artificial intelligence agent. So, I have also been perturbed by this question. Most of you would have been, you see, we know what artificial intelligence is, we know what it defines. So, how does AI actually work, right? First of all, it combines large amounts of data. We feed a lot of data to these machines. Okay? It does iterative processing, which means it processes the data again and again and again. How does it process the data? We give them advanced algorithms. Okay? Because it is artificial intelligence, we feed it everything, ranging from data to the algorithms that it needs. Okay? Then it automatically learns from the patterns and features in the data. So, this is how artificial intelligence basically works. Now, applications of AI. We know that AI is everywhere, but how is AI everywhere, right? In healthcare, in the field of medicine, we start from training. We can train doctors, we can train nurses how to go about. Uh, there are so many diseases, there are new diseases that are coming up, and we have so many personnel to teach, right? We have less teachers, but we have a lot of training that can be given. AI is helpful in that. Then we have research. After COVID-19 has hit, the research and development has been growing in each and every country. We have so many vaccines. We have so many clinical trials. How do we assess them? We don't have the personnel to assess them. So we use AI to we gather data, we analyze it, and then we use. After COVID-19, we know we want to detect whether the next time we are hit by such a pandemic, then what do we do? In fact, we want to prevent ourselves from being hit by such a pandemic, right? Treatment, we go on for treatments. In today's world, we have robots that are conducting surgeries. So we are teaching them how to conduct surgeries, but then we are using them to do that, right? And human hands can shake, a robot's hand will not. They are precise, they are accurate, and that is why they are being used in healthcare. Then we have diagnosis or early detection. As humans, as we might not know how to detect, but we can feed the symptoms to AI, right? We can tell them what all symptoms a disease can have. Sometimes we come to know that some of our relatives have reached the third or fourth stage of cancer. Now we cannot do anything about it. But with the help of AI, it helps in early detection of diseases. And when we can early detect them, we can diagnose them, we can actually treat them. It is a very long process, but it is still shorter than human intervention. Coming to the last part, that is decision making. It is the toughest. As humans, we are vulnerable. As humans, we are volatile. We have emotions, and which can make us like make wrong decisions. But AI does not have emotions. It just has data. It can be unbiased while making decisions. We don't know whether we should pull someone out of the ventilator. We don't know whether we should give someone oxygen. We should not give someone oxygen, because our human emotions are involved in it. Not just the family members. In fact, the emotions of doctors are also involved in this. But in case of AI, this becomes easy because it's unbiased. In the field of human resources, dynamic career sites. Not all of us cater to the same jobs. I am a statistician. I would want a job in the field of data science. A doctor would want a field in maybe dentistry, or maybe surgery, or maybe orthopedic. We don't know that. But AI can help in creating dynamic career sites. It can help in creating sites like suited to our specific needs. I can search for a job in the site which I want. You might want to search a job which you want. AI can help in that. We have smart sourcing. We can source human manpower from colleges or from training institutes with the help of AI. We then have curated training. I would not want a doctor to be trained how a plumber works, right? I would want to train a doctor to actually be have expertise in his own field. Same goes for teaching, same goes for music. So it can help provide curated training, personalized training, right? Same goes for skill development. We don't know what a student likes. We don't know what a 5-year-old would like. We don't know what a 10-year-old would like. But right now in our curriculums, or right now when we give them jobs, we employ all like we employ 50 students. All of them get placement, and all of them are doing the same job. Instead of that, if we curate each one of them according to their own skills, we might get a good output. AI helps in that. Then we have automated messages. As an HR has to respond to a lots of messages, and when he or she is not able to respond, the recipients get angry or disappointed. So automated messages can help in that. If they have AI can read a message and we have already fed it the response. Like for example, in your phones, when you reject a missed call, there is a message that goes to the caller that, hey, I am not available right now, or hey, please call me later, or hey, I am. How is that? That is AI which is working, right? These are automated messages. You didn't have to type them. You just rejected your call, and that message automatically gets sent. So you also responded, you are not being rude, and the other person also feels that he or she has been heard. He or she also has been noted down. You have not ignored them, right? Engagement surveys. In an office, the job of an HR is to engage everyone. They organize birthday parties, they organize anniversary, they organize maybe an achievement has been received, cake cutting. These are small events which occur only in a span of months. But if we create engagement surveys, maybe a complaint survey, maybe appreciation surveys, which automatically gets sent to their employees, to which they can respond. That way, all of them are remaining engaged. All of them know that the company is paying attention to them, right? In music, it can generate lyrics automatically. In fact, it can also compose music automatically. Nowadays, we learn about auto tune. Most of us don't like that, but the today's generation do. And in fact, most of today's creators are using this. In fact, you can master audio with it, where your tune is getting low, where your pitch is very high. AI can help you do that. Maybe 50 years ago, only personalized teachers could help us master our pitch or maybe know how I can sing. But today, everyone can be a singer, right? Everyone can learn from maybe videos, or maybe you have personalized AIs which can actually correct you whether you are singing or like uh, using music, or you playing a guitar. They can correct you if you're going wrong. Not everyone has the resource to approach a teacher, but AI can become a master teacher here, a virtual teacher here. Personalized recommendations to users. Now, most of us do not pay attention to this, but when you play a song, maybe on YouTube or Ghana.com or maybe Amazon Music, so when your playlist gets ended, the song does not stop, right? Another song starts playing. And if you look at the notification, it will tell you songs that match your playlists are playing. That means AI is giving us recommendations according to what we like. So AI is helping us that. Maybe some of those songs we might not have heard, or maybe some of those songs we could not have remembered. But when they start playing, then we feel like, oh yes, this is what I wanted to hear. Oh, this is a new song I did not hear, but I'm liking it, right? So AI helps in personalized recommendations. And then infinite choices. Today, you don't have to only listen to English songs or Hindi songs or maybe Tamil songs or Telugu songs. You can listen to songs in any language. You can listen to unlimited number of songs. You have infinite choices. No one is going to curb them. You can listen to whatever you want. And how do you know that? AI is giving you the option to do that. In telecommunications, how AI can provide network security. Most of us, in fact, all of us nowadays use antivirus, right? It protects us from getting hacked. It protects from us from our passwords getting compromised, and it gets protects us from banking frauds. How? It keeps a tab on our network. It stops phishing websites. In fact, it stops us from any malicious websites which it deems as harmful, right? It protects us from that. How? Artificial intelligence. It just perceives, oh, a lot of them have maybe a lot of financial frauds have taken place on this website. So on my laptop, it won't allow, right? Then we have network optimization. When you work in an office and most of you use Wi-Fi, then not just one computer does not use all the Wi-Fi. Or even in your homes, when there is a router and 5 or 10 of you are living there, only one person cannot use all the internet. Equal amount of internet goes on every computer, on every phone. If you are nearby, obviously, if the distance increases, the speed might increase or decrease. But the router is not deciding, oh, this one is my favorite, so I should give this one more internet or more speed, or no, this one uses less, so I will. No, that is not. It optimizes the network according to your needs. Right now, if I'm on a Google Meet call and a person beside me is only using WhatsApp, so the router will optimize the network accordingly. It will give me access so that I can use most of it. And maybe it will not cut off the WhatsApp from the other person, no. But it will allow me to maximize it, right? How is it doing it? AI is doing that. Customer analytics. Every company nowadays, especially telecommunication companies, are seeing what kind of things people are using. 10 years back, we were paying so much for data and less for calls. Right now, even if you don't get calls, you are okay with it because you can do WhatsApp calls, you can do video calls, right? Even calls to the same network are free. How? AI is helping companies decide that, okay, people want more internet. They don't want more. I don't think any one of us does messaging right now. No one. Text messaging, not WhatsApp. Text messaging. We have. If I have a geo plan of 799 or 719 rupees, I get 1,000 messages for 3 months, and at the end of 3 months, I have 999 messages leaving. We don't use that. Even the companies know that, and that is why they make the offers lucrative. That okay, take unlimited minutes or take unlimited messages or 1,000 messages because they know we are not going to use them. We are going to use internet, and that is why they will keep on increasing the price of data. Maybe 10 years back, 2.5 GB data was very costly. But right now, you are getting every day. And it is also getting costly because the companies know that you need it every day. Wi Fi is getting cheaper because they know that, okay, if they're at home, they need Wi Fi. All of them need Wi Fi, right? And they will offer, if like right now, for example, I have an Airtel connection. And for that, I pay around 6 to 700 rupees bill. And I have calling free. And trust me, from the past 2 years, none of us have used that landline. But in that offer, it isn't that your landline is free. Who uses landline to this day? But the companies know they are analyzing this data. AI is analyzing the data. That if you offer something for free, even if people don't use it, you can say that you are offering it for free, right? Self diagnostics. Again, I'll give you my Airtel example. If you will open the Airtel Thanks app, or even if you open your Geo app, or any network that you use, and if your Wi-Fi is not working, maybe it's sick, maybe it's Excite, any company, so they don't connect you to the representative immediately. They will first ask you to self-diagnose. They will give you options. Have you rebooted the router? Have you tried switching on or switching off of the router? Has there been a power cut? Are you near the source? So that you can self-diagnose it and then make it. A lot of times it has happened that if it is raining, my network goes away and I just switch on or switch off my router. It becomes absolutely well. There was no need of intervention from any human person right now. How is it happening? AI is helping us do that. In fact, the next step is virtual assistants. Sometimes this might not work, but if you are talking, you are talking to a chat bot. You will say, if you're using Amazon or if you're using Flipkart and you want to do a return on some item, you can straight away go to that order. You can hit return. It asks for several options. How wide do you want to return it? If there is something wrong, what is wrong? You don't have to write anything. You can just go on clicking, and the return is done. Next day, if someone comes to pick it up, you return it. You even get the refund without any human intervention. How? This virtual assistance is being provided by AI. They know what customers will complain. They know what customers don't like or what customers like. They will give you an option about that. At least from the past 3 or 4 years, I have never had to write any other option there. The options are already present there. Maybe my packet was already torn. Maybe the shoe size I ordered was already small, or whatever I received was broken, or maybe I received an empty packet. All of these options are already there. Who is deciding that? AI is deciding that. In robotics, we have all been fascinated by robots in our childhood, in fact, even today. So, how are robots moving around us? Who is actually programming them? We are using AI, artificial intelligence, to in fact, put intelligence in these robots. The first example of this is precision farming. How is precision farming done? We already feed the data to these robots. They know which amount of seeds need to be put on which soil, how much water needs to be given here, and this is all very precise. Not like us, we are like what farmers do. They just carry around a pipe, or they have nozzles, or they have lakes nearby, and they just put water, or they roughly put grains, and they just throw seeds, uh, just expecting, okay, some crops will grow up, and then, but this is not in the case of precision farming. Robots exactly do what they are told. The exact number of seeds, the exact number of maybe urea or fertilizers, the exact water, everything is done very precisely to have very accurate results. And this is actually helping farmers. We have warehouse automation. We use apps like Blinkit, we use apps like Swiggy Instamart or Dunzo or Zepto. How are these going on? They use warehouse automations. If some item is coming in, then it is listed. If an item is going out, then it is listed. If an item is expired, then also it is listed. If an item is torn or get destroyed, then also it's listed. Not all of them are human intervention. They're using robots to do this, and it is more accurate. Maybe a human, I'm not blaming someone, but maybe it gets torn by I am picking up things, or maybe if I want to steal, or maybe I just in on the way some delivery boy took it out. But this is not in the case of robots, right? They don't have emotions, they don't have such tendencies. It gives very accurate results. We have, as I already mentioned, we have robot assisted surgeries. Complex surgeries are being done by robots, right? They can go into human parts, which doctors can, obviously, these doctors are only training them, but they can perform surgeries much faster with the help of these. They don't require human intervention. A doctor just has to move the remote. The rest, everything is done by these robots. We have military applications. We don't know where we can put robots. We have spy agents. We can see whether some other countries planning for attack, or how do we prevent our countries or our borders. In fact, a lot of countries are doing this. We have military applications of robots too. And then we have translations. As a diverse country like India, which has so many languages, robots are very helpful. If I am speaking in some other language, you might not understand it. Robots can be helpful. They can do real time translations. Entire languages can be fed into them. As a human, as an average human, you can learn most 3 to 4 languages, or maybe five. But to a robot, you can fill entire universes of languages, not only just Indian languages, European languages, English languages, any number of languages. They can help in translations. In gaming. In fact, the first AI was used in gaming. We did not know about that. They add unprecedented realism. Nowadays, we can. There are games which make you feel that you are on that FIFA field, or maybe you are playing tennis, or you are playing cricket. We have virtual realities, right? We have modules where we think that we are the participant there. Who is helping us do that? AI is helping us do that. It can help in prevention of cheating. Right? We have all played Ludo and Snake, Sapsi, our uh, childhood, and we all have cheated at least once. We have all cheated. Like, we can all agree to that. But AI would not let us do that when we are playing them on our phones or laptops or computers. It does not allow cheating, because there are apps which will give you, like, we have cheat bots, right? But then to prevent that, we have anti cheat bots too, right? We have more intelligent games nowadays which people can engage, which improves their intellectuality, right? In fact, AI helps unlocking a developer's skill too. If it is helping me program something and it is providing me unprecedented solutions, then my skill as a developer, as a game developer, is also improving. In fact, AI improves gaming experience as a whole. We can see in the like, lot of gamers are now uploading their games on YouTube. They are doing live streaming. In fact, many of them play games together, and that has also been uploaded to YouTube. And that is actually a good experience. You are watching it and you are enjoying it. Just imagine the ones who are playing it, right? In banking, cyber security and fraud detection, we all of us have been, like, troubled by a lot of spam calls which ask us about our, maybe our OTP, maybe about our bank details, or maybe just try to bluff with us that, okay, your savings account is closing, or your card is getting banned, so you'll have to provide us this information and that information, right? So to prevent all this, AI can help, right? I'll give you an example. uh, a lot of us use that app known as Truecaller, right? It gives us the name of person who's calling us, and most of the time, you can see if a spam caller is calling you, it gives a red color bar. Normally, it gives a blue color bar if a known person or any unknown person or normal person is calling, it gives a blue bar. But if a spam caller is calling you, you get a red bar. How is it working? Like, it works as if I have complained that I am marked as spam, you also marked it as spam, and 10 other people also marked it as spam. Now this AI understand, okay, this caller is actually troubling people. So I should mark this as spam and let all the other receivers also know that, see, if this caller has spammed many people, okay, so now it is your responsibility. So AI can help preventing like cyber crimes. Okay, so it helps in cyber security and fraud detection, loan and credit decisions. Okay, at one point, our civil score or the loans we took were all decide the decision factors behind whether we should get a loan or whether we should get credit cards or not. But nowadays, all our accounts have been joined by PAN. Even our post office accounts have been, our Aadhaar cards have been linked to PAN accounts. Why? So that all can be kept track of, and AI can detect, okay, this person takes loan or returns them at the right time, or this person has a lot of fixed deposits, so he or she can take loans, or they have a lot of amount in their bank. So AI can help you decide whether AI can help the banks decide whether they can give loans or credit cards to these customers. So this was on behalf of the banks. If you come to customer, it can help improve customer experience. How? We all know that if we go to a Sarkari bank, then they come tell us, okay, come 2 days after. Okay, go to this counter. Okay, go to that counter. Printer is not working today. Server is down today. This is not opening today. That is not opening today. And that is why most of us have stopped going to banks. We use mobile banking or we use internet bankings. Almost all of us use UPI transactions nowadays. Why? AI helps in customer improving customer experience. You don't have to go from one counter to another to create an FD or to do an EFT transaction or to take out money, right? In fact, today nowadays you don't have to even go for taking out money from checks. You can just go and drop in the drop box and you get a printer. How is this helping us? AI is helping us improve of experience. You don't have to stand in lines for hours and hours. You can sit at your home and you can decide, okay, this is the process I can do, click, 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 and all is done. Right? In fact, tracking market trends. Most of us invest in mutual funds, we invest in shares, but now we understand. At one point, we did not used to understand. Many you at least one of our relatives keeps on saying, "Hey, please don't put share money on shares, or it will go to waste." But now is not the case, right? AI is helping us. AI helps these companies also, these financial institutions also, to invest money in stocks or mutual funds that are very less likely to go down in the long run. It helps us save money, it helps us gain interest. In fact, helps the banks also to have interest. How? Because it tracks market trends. Only AI can do that. Coming to the most important topic of today, and that is the role of AI in education. What can AI do? It can automate activities like grading. I am also a faculty member, most of you are faculty members, and we all know if there are 100 or 200 or 500 students in one class, grading their assignments or tests is the most tedious task ever, right? As faculty members, we know that if we give them a test, they can at least perform unbiasedly. If we give them an assignment, it's most probably one of them will do the assignment and the other one will copy it. So there is no point in checking those assignments also, because all of them would be the copy of the first assignment, right? So what can AI do? AI can help us automate activities like grading, so that it saves time for us to maybe prepare for our next lecture, or in that time we can interact with students, or in fact we can do work for our own professional development. We can do research, we can publish research papers, we can take up projects. That time can be saved, right? Another example can be taking attendance. Every day the same students, we call out our roll number and the attendance get marks. But nowadays you can see in most of the universities we have fingerprint sensors, or we have face recognition centers, right? What does that do? It helps us ease that job. It can do it more accurately, right? Software can be adapted to student needs. See, uh, these AI systems can put greater emphasis on certain topics, right? As a faculty, you can teach once in the class or twice in the class, but you cannot teach every student separately. That is the limitation of being a faculty member. But that is not in the case of AI. AI can help students individually. In fact, it can help them understand topics at their own pace. It can help repeat topics that they have not mastered. You cannot repeat the same topic again and again in the class, because that is a limitation of being a faculty member. You have to complete the course, and you have to treat everyone as equal. You have to teach at your own pace and at a combined pace. You cannot stop for someone or increase your speed for someone. But AI can do that. It can point out where course curriculum needs to improve. Again, teachers may not always be aware of their gaps in their lectures. Maybe I have prepared 15 lectures and out of them I forgot to take one. Or maybe I have given some notes to to my students, and maybe I missed out on a topic. Or maybe I understood that topic, but when a student is reading that or listening to my lectures, he or she is not able to understand that, right? So what AI can do, in fact, an example can be on Coursera. If you see some courses, you have to solve questions or modules to get a certificate. So whenever a lot of students are not able to solve a question, Coursera AI alerts the teacher also, and then it starts giving hints to students also. So as a teacher, I would not know if that AI is not telling me that okay, students are not able to solve this question. I would know that if only after all of them have solved it, or after I started checking all of them. But AI, when it sees a behavior, it alerts me also and the students also. AI tutors can give additional support to students. See, I am not saying, or generally also, machines cannot do what humans tutors can. There will always be a difference. Human touch cannot be replicated. But these artificial intelligent tutors can still teach basic mathematics or basic English or any other basic subject, right? Programs can give students and educators helpful feedback. Like I said in the previous slide, schools and colleges can use AI to monitor all students. And in fact, they can alert faculty members if there is an issue with a student's performance, right? If there are 3 or 400 students in a class, only you as a faculty member, as a human, there's a limitation that you would know only 10 or 15 of them who maybe regularly come to class or maybe give assignments on time or maybe perform good on their test, right? You might not know about all of them, but AI can. And it can alert you as a teacher that, see, this person was performing very good, but now this person has stopped performing, right? Or this person performed very well in these 4 subjects, but he or she failed in this one. So it tells me also, okay, and it tells the college authorities also, so that we can pay more attention to that particular student. In fact, it can go the other way around also. Maybe students can give feedback for teachers, right? And that AI can alert the college or school authority that, okay, maybe this teacher is not performing well, or maybe this teacher has some problem. Maybe I was regular in these 4 years, but for the past 1 month, I'm taking a lot of leaves. So the students complain, okay, this teacher is very good, but we don't understand why she's not coming to the class. So college authorities can be alerted immediately that maybe there is a problem with this faculty member. AI can help that. Then we have AI makes trial and error less intimidating. We are humans, we tend to judge. When we know the students who are regularly coming to class, and similarly, we also know students who never come to class, right? So, as a faculty member, you would also want to know that why are they not coming to class, right? And for example, if a student regularly comes to class and you ask him or her a question and he or she is not able to answer it, it is very embarrassing for that student. In fact, it is embarrassing for any student to not being able to answer a question in class or bring bad marks because of the fear of judgment. Judgment from their teachers, judgment from their peers, from their parents, right? But AI is free of judgment. So AI tutors, when they teach students or when students learn from them, they know that even if they give wrong answers or incorrect answers or a slow answer, they won't be judged, right? So it becomes less fearful for them. It becomes less intimidating for them. Colleges can change the way they find and teach students. Artificial intelligence can help students choose the best courses in the colleges. See, today it is not that zamana where only a person has to become an engineer or a doctor or a CA or an MBA. Today, any student can become anything, right? And it is not necessary that only the IITs are famous for something or the IIMs are famous for something or some specific universities are famous for something. No, a particular college can be very good at music. A particular college could be very good at theater. Some might have very good dance facilities. Some might have very good sports facilities, right? But they're only the names of these big institutions shine, which might not have all the facilities. AI can help students choose the best courses in any college that suit their needs, right? In fact, even colleges can get to know of these students and invite them. If you are if there is a team in your college, maybe an NCC team which gets selected every year, and maybe so you would always obviously want that all the students who want to be NCC want to be in NCC and who want to get selected, you would want them in your college. You can approach them that after class 12, let's see, if you are interested in NCC, I provide very good facilities, please come to my college. In fact, that student can also research and see, okay, yes, I have good marks. I have, even if I have bad marks, but I am good in this, I can go to this specific college. It does not make a difference, right? Similarly, universal access for students. Artificial intelligence can make global classrooms available, right? Right now, also, like we are having this FDP on online mode. I cannot see you. but you can hear me. You can be anyone from anyone across the world, right? Even on YouTube, so, a lot of participants have joined us on YouTube. We don't know who they are, but this is helping us reach them, right? In fact, individuals can speak in different languages, they can have visual or hearing impairments, but AI will help them according to what they want. There is no limitation there. Advantages of artificial intelligence: reduction in human error. Okay, so decisions, as I have already told you, that AI takes decision based on data that has been provided by us, by you, by humans, right? And through a certain set of algorithms that also provided by us or you or by humans. So they are thoroughly based on this collected information and on these algorithms. So if an AI is programmed properly, errors can be reduced to just zero. There might be no error if we program them properly, right? Then we have the next point: zero risk for humans, right? Humans can overcome risk by letting these artificial intelligence robots defuse a bomb or go to space or go to any other planet. In fact, explore deepest parts of oceans. Why? We as humans are not resistant to everything. We might get crushed if we go deeper in the oceans, or we are not able to breathe when we are going to space, or if a dome accidentally, God forbid, gets does not is not able to get diffused, we might a lot of people might get killed. But this is not in the case of robots. They are resistant. They can survive unfriendly atmospheres. And they can be, metal can be programmed to do anything. There are so many metals that can go even 20,000 deep in the ocean. We have titanium, right? Then we have metals which can go in space. We have carbon fiber. And again, to diffuse bombs also. We don't have to go even near those risks. As humans, we don't have to take any risk if we train these AI robots. 24/7 availability. Humans are productive only for a few hours in a day. We all know that. Even when we were students, after a 45-minute class, if that class extended to even for 1 hour, we were all sleeping. And as faculty members, we also know that even if we teach our students for more than 40 minutes a day, they are going to sleep. Why? Because as humans, we are productive only for a few hours, right? Then we have relationships to maintain, we have work-life balances to maintain, right? We have other jobs to do. We have to maintain our houses, we have to maintain our offices, we have to attend birthday parties, all of these. But on the other hand, AI can work endlessly for hours. It does not need anything, right? It is faster and can multitask also. Most humans can do only one task at a time, and then every human has a different pace of thinking. That is not in the case of AI. AI can think much, much, much faster than humans. It can perform multiple tasks at once, and most importantly, it can do all these tasks and produce accurate results in all these tasks. As a human, if you have not slept even for a night, then the next day all your tasks get destroyed. Maybe you can do one thing at once, but all the others you not. If you are hungry, then also you will not be able to do most of the tasks. But these AI can handle any tedious jobs, and that too very easily. Digital assistants. So, technologically advanced companies nowadays use digital assistants to deliver user requested content. Like I had discussed in apps like Airtel apps or Geo apps or Amazon or Flipkart, any other, you can see the words chatbots, right? You give a query, a chatbot replies, and sometimes your query gets solved, and it is very difficult to differentiate whether it's a human or a chatbot. In many companies, when you go to a website, a small pop-up comes in at the right or corner. May I help you, or do you need any help? This is Sarah, or this is David, or this is Mayuri. So sometimes you don't know that, okay, this was not a human. They have just named their AI, right? So this was a chatbot. So these technologically advanced companies are engaging their users. If I am searching for something and a chatbot comes here, so I start talking to it. Okay, so it says, "May I help you?" I said, "Yes, I want a PPT on artificial intelligence, or maybe I want some images on artificial intelligence." It will say, "Okay, give me a minute, I'll come back to you," and within seconds, it will give me an answer. So they have engaged me. Now I am talking to an AI, right? And they want, these companies want us to interact. They want us to remain on their websites for long periods of time. Unbiased decisions. I had said this in my first slides when we were discussing about healthcare. Human beings are driven by emotions, and whereas AI is devoid of emotions, it is highly practical, it is highly rational, and again, it does not have any biased views. All of us are biased, all of us, whether we want to accept it or not. Every human is biased towards something else. For example, if your kid hits someone else and their parents come running to you and fight, so the first response you will have is, no, my kid does not do it. You know your kid has done it, but you will still not accept it because you are not unbiased, you are biased. Similarly, it goes for the other parent also. But if an AI was to judge between these two, it would know, okay, this person started the fight, this person only used self defense or retaliated. Because it has no biasness, right? Everything that has advantages has disadvantages. And as humans, we misuse something first, we use it later on. Artificial intelligence can alter how we find and interact with information. So, for example, you can see when you search on Google, like if I search, I will open bookmyshow.com or maybe Paytm or Swiggy or Zomato, and I will search for restaurants. It does not, if I am living in Lucknow, Google or Book My Show or PVR or Swiggy or Zomato will not give me results of Bangalore or Pune or Delhi. It gives me results based on Lucknow. In fact, not just Lucknow, beside me, maybe in a 1 kilometer radius, maybe in a 5 kilometer radius. How? Google and all these services involving Google location is adapting its results based on your location. They are tracking every move of yours, right? Amazon gives recommendation based on your previous purchases. If I search for a deo, afterwards Amazon will keep on giving me notifications, or it will keep on telling me, see, you bought this, other people also bought this. Then if I go to buy that thing, it will give me suggestion, other people bought this also with this, right? I'll give you an example. I was searching for shoes of my size. So when I was searching for shoes, I got results for sandals also. Then I got results for chappals also. And then at the bottom it was written, these three were bought all together by some customers. And then when I was going to buy them, I got suggestions of kurtas. See, these kurtas go very good with these shoes or these sandals. I said, okay, they do look nice. When I went to kurtas and I selected and I added them to my cart, it started giving me suggestions on leggings and patialas and pajamas. Said, see this, people bought these patiala with this kurta that you have selected. So it is not just giving me recommendation based on my purchases. It is also giving me recommendation based on purchases of different people also, right? So they are tracking us. AI is tracking all our moves. They are altering. I just wanted to go buy a chappal or a juta. Now I am buying shoes. I am also buying sandals. I am also buying chappals. I am also buying kurtas. I am also buying leggings and patialas with it. How? How did this happen? AI. AI messed up with my mind. It changed my decisions. It altered the information I wanted. Similarly, when you search to Zomato or Swiggy or this one, they tell you, see, if you order for 16 more, you will get free delivery. So when you go, there is nothing for rupees 16. So you order something for rupees 20. Again, when you go back to your card, it says if you order something for 50 rupees more, you will get 50% off. Then you again go back to the interface. Okay, now I have to search for 50 rupees more. Then you again. You had to order just a bread. That is for 30 rupees, which you could have just gone and bought it from the market. Now you are purchasing something costing 300 rupees because the app is telling you, see, this was for 600, we are giving it to you for 300. Okay, we are giving you 50% discount. So you are very happy. Okay, I bought 300 worth of groceries, which was for 600. But you forgot in the first place that you only had to buy a bread that costed only 30 rupees, right? You are spending 270 more just and being happy that I saved 300, whereas you have actually spent 570, right? So they are altering our choices. AI is altering what we want. It is forcing us to do what it wants, right? Again, a new example can be when all of us use Instagram or Facebook, at least we use YouTube, right? And it shows us advertisements. These advertisements are based on your search history. If you are searching for food, you will get an ad by Zomato. If you are searching for maybe deodorants, you would get an ad by Fog. Similarly, if you are searching for jobs, you would get an ad for LinkedIn or maybe Naukri.com. So how are they doing this? They are showing, they are actually tracking our search history also, right? And then they are giving us advertisement based on that. The second disadvantage is it can change the role of teachers. If artificial intelligence can do grading, if artificial intelligence can do attendance, if artificial intelligence can help students in improving their performance, if artificial intelligence can teach them what they want, if it can give them personalized solutions, then what is the role of a teacher here? Only to operate the artificial intelligence, right? So it has shifted the role of a teacher to just a facilitator, right? It will change our roles as a faculty members. It will change the role of teachers. High high costs. Now, artificial intelligence is not easy to obtain or operate, right? It needs a latest hardware, it needs software, it needs to stay updated, it needs to latest requirement, right? All of these are not cheap things, right? There was a time when we used to use only Nokia keypad phones that used to come for 10 to 1200 rupees only. Nowadays, even rickshawalas, even shopkeepers, even everyone, even students who have just entered maybe class 5th or 6th are using smartphones. And even a basic smartphone does not cost less than 8 to 10,000 rupees, even a basic one. So maintaining, and these AI softwares are incorporated by companies, right? So these operate as high costs. Using AI is not cheap. No creativity. See, AI can learn over time, okay, but it can learn only from the data that we have given it. It does not, see, if I do not search something on the internet, AI will not know about it. It will not know what is going on in my life, right? It can give me generic responses according to the data it has. Unless and until I tell it what is my problem, it will not know it, right? It cannot think out of the box. It cannot be creative in its approach. It can only do whatever is provided in the data that I have given it, right? Unemployment, not just for teachers. A lot of people claim that there is always a chance of unemployment and the laying off of employees because chatbots and virtual assistants and AI is replacing humans. When we are using artificial intelligent robots or chatbots to answer the queries, even of our customers, why would we need a customer care executive, right? So, in one sense, they are replacing us. We have created them, but they are replacing us. And no morals or ethics. See, things that cannot be incorporated into artificial intelligence are ethics and morality. In fact, these two can't be incorporated into humans easily. So obviously, it can't be incorporated into AI. So people say that AI, one day AI will grow so much that it will wipe out humanity. We don't know whether that will happen or not, but we, most of us have seen Marvel movies, right? In this, we have seen, okay, AI overpowers us. Or nowadays, a lot of science fiction movies are coming. But then again, these are fiction. We don't know if that will ever happen, right? As humans, this is my opinion that as humans, if we have created something, we know how to shut it off too. So, what is the future of AI, right? What, will it survive? Will it not survive? Do we need it? Do we not need it? What do we do with it? So, looking at its diverse features and wide applications, the world is definitely not getting rid of AI anytime soon. We have created it to solve some problems and it is helping us. So, obviously, we will not want to get rid of it. Biological intelligence is fixed. Right? As humans, I can think of things only that I have seen, not anything more than that. But an artificial intelligence agent can be fed a lot of information. So its intelligence can grow exponentially, which is not in the case of biological intelligence. Again, natural intelligence limited and volatile. If you get a problem and you are solving it again and again and again, there will come a point that you will just be frustrated, your mind will stop working on it and you will not be able to solve it. But this is not in the case of artificial intelligence. And that is why, as humans, we are relying on computers for smooth working.